Today was a day like no other. Today I got to spend time with Anthony Pepper. Anthony Pepper is president of HOPE. That stands for Healing, Outreach, and Practical Evangelism. I wasn't prepared for the scene that I was going to see today. Anthony took me to several homeless camps in the city of downtown Louisville.
As you can see, this is like somebody's home. This is the home site for some folks. Probably a couple of people live here.
Anthony, let me ask you a question, man. What made you take on this cause?
It was probably about a year ago. I was driving down River Road and saw some smoke billowing from under one of the overpasses there, and I stopped, and there was a man dragging a tree trying to have some firewood. This was in the dead of winter. I think we probably had about 12 or 14 inches of snow on the ground, and he was living there in the winter. And I was like, man, there's got to be some help for folks that are out here struggling. Yeah.
How long have you taken on this cause? How long have you been doing this?
Well, actually, about 2.5 years ago, I started working for the YMCA Safe Place, working for their outreach program. And actually, this was my job, to go around and find people in need of help, find people in need of services. And we would get them services through YMCA Safe Place.
Okay, fantastic. So I see that this is something very, very personal to you. From our conversations that you and we've had, this is something that's very, very personal to you and very dear to you.
Yeah, because at any moment, this could be any of us. You know, there could be some catastrophe that happens in our own personal life. There could be some mishap that happens financially, and we could find ourselves in a situation just like this.
Exactly. Let me ask you, man, why? Why do it?
It's a calling. You know, God calls, said, even the least of these shall we look after. So it's my call to just be able to help people, you know, and it's my desire to do God's work, and this is just part of it.
How do you handle, you know, the responsibilities of, I mean, it costs you money to do this. Gas, you know, you got wear and tear in your car, and your family's involved, your wife, your kids. How do you guys do it all?
It's just by His grace, man. You know, money's tight for everybody. We just do what we can.
Anthony feels very connected to this situation, not just because of the calling, but because he was actually homeless himself at one time. Okay, and this area was, how many people would you say would camp here during the night?
Oh man, in the area, there's probably 30, 40 different sets of people. There's families that stay down here. There were children down here at one point. So that's why it was so necessary for us to even come to these places and get them. When I worked for Safe Place, to get them and make sure the children were safe. So.
Okay. Is there a time in your life where maybe you had to spend some time out here yourself?
Most definitely, and it was probably one of the most humbling experiences that I had. You know, due to addiction, due to some bad choices, I found myself living on the streets too. You know, so I understand that any circumstance can put you out here. You know, so that's why it's so dear to me and to my heart and to my family's hearts to try and make a difference.
Anthony Pepper, thank you so very much, man. I appreciate it, man. This is Sean Cato with The Show.